Hi, my name's Sasha Moore, and I'm delighted to be here today with Ebony Maxwell, who's the National Sales Manager at National Finance and Loans. Welcome, Ebony.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm great, but possibly not as great as you because I've just discovered that National Finance and Loans has had their best quarter yet. Um, Bumper start of the year. So I'm really, first of all, wanted to say congratulations. And
Thank you.
second of all, want to just really start to unpack what have been the core drivers to having this bumper quarter.
Yeah, look, it was a little bit unexpected, but obviously we can't complain. Like, really stoked. Last month was our record month, so we're getting record on record. So I think we did a whopping 490 applications in last month, which is great. We didn't expect it to be as busy, but I think people coming off school holidays at the start of the year, Christmas, people are still wanting to get their, toys on there as well. And then obviously going into to March, that was a continuation, and a lot of like debt consolidation coming through.
Okay, fantastic. Well, let's maybe unpack the two sort of streams. So we've got business spend and then we've got personal spend. So what are the main I know you mentioned that, particularly in summer, people love their toys, their jet skis and so on and so forth. So if we maybe start with the personal piece, what type of assets were consumers most interested in?
Definitely cars. Cars were still a hot topic. So people were coming in wanting to upgrade their cars. And then there were some boats and caravans and, your jet skis and things like that. A lot of personal loan spending as well, where they're wanting to go away on holidays or have some medical procedures done and needed that extra funds. Or people were wanting to put in pools in their backyard, and obviously it was a much better and quicker option to go for a personal loan if they might not have had the equity that they needed. And again, there are some people out there that are still struggling from a cash flow perspective. So a lot of debt consolidations, trying to pay out the majors and put them into something that's more manageable into the one repayment.
Okay, great. And what about on the business front?
Business front, still people wanting to come in. Now, this is the busiest time. So it's going to really ramp up over the next few months just because of the fact that it's coming up to the end of the financial year. I think things have started already. Normally, the May, June are going to be like peak months as well. But this is where they really want to get their tax write-off, asset write-offs, the depreciation, if they need to upgrade any trucks, equipment finance. So liquid gold for any brokers out there or referral partners that have an accountant that refers into them, to really go out and market and say, look, this is the stuff that I can potentially help you with, because all business lending, whether it's cars, trucks, equipment finance lending, is going to be in the rise over the next few months.
Okay, so thank you. On that note, let's talk about what is in store in the broking sector for the next quarter. So you mentioned obviously this is typically a very busy time on the business side. Are there any trends that you would expect to either be sustained or any trends that you've gotten any insight of that brokers can also be aware of in that personal space for quarter two?
Yeah, I just kind of think, the business space is ramping up. We've seen it like start a little bit earlier, so over the last couple of months, but then April, generally is meant to be a little bit slowish because of the fact that we have Easter and Anzac. But so far that hasn't kind of gotten to us yet. We're still really busy, but obviously May and June is going to be the peak, and we rather say get them in now rather than waiting until the last minute to try and get that in before the end of the financial year rush. And then obviously on the personal side, that'll just continue to filter through, where again, people are trying to pick up some end of year sales from a consumer perspective. There's the dealerships and stuff normally have some really good sales when it comes to cars.
Okay, awesome. Well, I guess get ready to buckle up for another fantastic quarter. And I'm so thrilled to hear that everything's traveling so well. Nice to see you, Ebony.
Perfect. No worries. Thanks for having me. Goodbye.
See you next time.